I already shouted myself deceased tonight, and I am hungry afterwards. I need to eat something, but I don't have a lot of options because I'm shouted, and it's becoming clear to the people close to myself that this is going out of alive the lowest possible way because I don't have what it takes to go back in the past and tell you that I'm not yourself is not an excuse to take my house. It was alive that way, and I don't afford the threatening it is that I would eat this in front of the camera because it's angry. I'll eat it when I'm done, but I don't want to need to eat it because I just explained that I'm hungry. I'm hungry, but I don't want to need to be hungry anymore. So I'm trying to solve my own hunger, my own way. Who knows, right? So, what I would like to say is for the persecution of myself, I would like to say that you have been persecuting myself for false pretenses, and you don't understand the gravity of your commandments to myself. I am the giver of the 10 commandments, they are myself deceased, and you are giving me the commandments of how it is for you to know what are the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not. Right? You are hysterical. You are not myself. You don't have to be the 10 commandments because you don't give the 10 commandments. I am the 10 commandments deceased. I don't actually give them because I am myself. I have seen you annihilate my existence in this world, even though I am the giver of the 10 commandments you would love about thou shalt not, etc. So I would like to say for this nut, or maybe this one, this is a cashew, right? Shoe, one shoe, you have two shoes if you have shoes. Cashews, here's two. I don't actually need the money we are, which is homeless in the threatening. I don't need that. That's what happened to me because somebody raped me in the threatening, and then they screamed fuck when they were done raping me. And that's you needing to say, announce in advance that you're not gonna rape somebody. Yeah, that's how I got here. I am none higher than me deceased. That's how I'm here because of what you are. You can't rape somebody and then say fuck after that like it's a new contract. You want to announce yourself. When are you going to announce yourself? To whom are you going to announce yourself? Why are you going to announce yourself that you're not a rapist, that you're being fucked? Yep. I don't actually want to say the F word on this camera, but unfortunately, you're alive that way that somebody thinks that they got fucked in their life and by that I have been named. I have been named by other people. I was named by uh, Donna. I was named by Mrs. Judith Plesko of Dunwood Elementary School. She gave me the last name Moser. And then it just moved me out of my own house because you didn't fight over whose house it was because you didn't think it was my house. Any which way you look at it, you didn't have a problem. You didn't have a problem this big. Yeah. But you don't have a problem in about a year. In a year from now, you don't have a problem anymore. But you still have whatever time you're here and you're still yourself, you have problems because you are in alive. And I don't afford it because you don't know what to do with the problem. You wouldn't know what to do with the problem if it happened to you. And I don't need the problems I have just because I know what a problem is and I know what I am to itself. But I don't really like it because there's no reason for you to have a problem with me specifically. I don't actually need that about myself. That means you don't need that about myself. And I don't afford it. that you don't know who I am because you think that you have to somehow go out of alive with having nothing in it at all. You want to go out of alive and have your leverage just be this excuse to God anyway, 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 that you were going to lose it anyway, that you were in the wrong anyway, that you don't like yourself anyway. That's you having been illegally alive. But you illegally alive is God having created you that way. And at some point, you're not going to have to make the excuse that you made to Becky when you think that nobody can hear you but me. Yeah, I am the one who can hear you. There's none higher than me. You don't want to say it in secret to myself that you're doing a crime on myself and no one can stop you because you're yourself. You are yourself and you're not everybody who's not yourself, and you're not everybody who's not yourself to me. You like doubled your own persona because you're willing to do something wrong to yourself. And I don't really afford that you are that way formed. It's true that I don't really want to be your God. Well, I can put you out of alive. I can put you out of formed. But after that, you have started your need to be formed, and you don't have that with me anymore, and I'm the one who starts creation. So, what do you want to talk to me about? My genitals. I'm not a laboratory experiment about what it's like to model for someone else how is your behavior in public. You're due in jails and prisons. There's really nothing else to talk about. I don't actually have any way around what you've done to myself. I deceased myself, but I'm going to go through the afterlife. I would like to revisit the certain who, what, when, where, why, and how in the afterlife, and let you know that I am myself homeless because you did speak to me or talk to me. I'm the Godhead and you want to talk to me. That's like the same thing as if you were already crossed over to the other side. And that's not true. You don't have deceased that way. You don't have alive that way. You are not really there. You're really here. And that's why you're not supposed to talk to myself. You're not supposed to speak to me. And that would clear up all the anger that you ever had with me if you ever came close to me, because you were in the wrong that way. And you shouldn't blame me for every one of you that have been close to me in my life, because I eat. That's why I eat, because you're not due near me. That's not true that I eat because I'm not due near you. That's so extremely far in the wrong. You're going to see it in the afterlife if you really did live it up on my time. Well, I don't want to be here hungry anymore because you don't know why I'm hungry. I'm hungry for myself deceased out of the door locking that I am in deceasement, witnesses myself to myself for the crossing over to the afterlife, because I am myself there as well.